It's very difficult not to be self-conscious when you're responding, or rather reacting, to a Charlie Is So Cool like video. But I suggest that you watch I'm Excited, because I think there's something very interesting and positive actually happening to Charlie's accent. And that is actually something I can say spontaneously, because it's something that I'm interested in any case. I think he has gradually acquired an American accent, and this is good. I'm going to talk about why it's good later, but first of all I want to go into a bit of anal detail about this whole thing. Charlie is from Bath, which is in the West Country, where there is a rhotic accent in general. In other words, they say R's after their vowels and before consonants. Lindsay, his mother, is from Norfolk. Liliesarelike, I think. And Bryarly is apparently from under a veil of discontent, which seems to be in North America because she has an American accent. So I think it's probably somewhere in the northern part of the US, this veil of discontent. Anyway, I've listened to 5 videos. I'm Excited, his latest one. Charlie Changes, because it's the earliest one that's available to most of us. His American accent video. Bryarly's latest video, which is BBB Saturday Update, will probably be replaced by the time you watch this. And Cherry Clafoutis video, because it's just a typical Liliesarelike video. I also should have listened to some Vlogbrothers videos, but I didn't, because I haven't had time. Now, Charlie is from Bath in the British West Country, but like many of us in England, he lacks the stereotypical accent from his area. Liliesarelike must surely have been the strongest influence on his early speech. Her accent is quite similar to his in Charlie Changes. However, in the occasional phrase, her voice becomes quite unlike the Queen's English. For a start, although she normally says T very definitely, she occasionally does the glottal stop T rather instead, like better instead of better, and she never says better. Also, occasionally when she's sort of slightly under stress and she sort of loses the enunciation that she obviously does because she's a teacher, I think, she will do things like say O instead of O, something like, you know what we forgot in that video about the Cherry Clafoutis. Charlie Changes firstly confirms his complaint about the quality of his microphone, and unfortunately it is a little bit hard to hear because it's got a lot of noise in the background and so on, but even there it has a few American style features, but I think that those American style features are due to the fact that he is trying to do a sort of voiceover trailer type thing, and it isn't actually to do with him having an American accent. It's a sort of American type dramatic voiceover. In particular, though, he says laugh instead of laugh. Now that's something that he does in other places where he's not trying to be American, and I actually think that's probably a trace of the West Country accent there. But one of the things that's interesting about that is that he does a Southern American accent on the whole, rather than Northern one when he's trying to imitate it. And in particular, he also does potato rather than potato, which is a hypercorrection. He's actually overshooting the mark with the accent and going too far with it. I've listened to that accent video and his latest video, which I think is American, slightly American sounding, and also Lily's. Now, Bryarly Bishop, if you listen to BBB Saturday Update, she has the typical classic general American accent, I think, which is very close actually to Wheezy Waiter's accent because he lives in Chicago, and Chicago is almost like classic, the most American you can be as far as an accent's concerned. She obviously has the voiced T thing, better rather than better, and well, that's actually not really particularly American because it's used in Australia and New Zealand as well. But another thing she does is she unrounds her ot sounds, so she says bus rather than boss. I mean, it's not that exaggerated because I'm not very good at accents. What I'm trying to say is, I think this is a good thing because I think what Charlie is actually doing, subconsciously, I'm not saying he's putting any of this on, is he's actually breaking out, and the fact that he now has a new accent is actually a sign of a positive development where he's left his childhood behind and he's moving into adulthood. So the fact that he's adopted this general American accent, or slightly drifting towards that, it's not an affectation. It actually represents the positivity of what he's going to be doing now. I am actually genuinely quite excited about what he's going to do from now on, and really looking forward to it. So if you like this video, please tell me and share it and subscribe. If you don't like this video, please tell me why you don't like it so I can improve. I'll see you tomorrow.